All right, guys, today we're gonna be adding dura-dressing to the tires. I got the big XL kit because I got a few vehicles I'm gonna put it on. Let me say something real quick. I had this on the car previously, right? And there weren't on these wheels. I was so mad. I gonna say mad, but I'm gonna tell you how good the product is. I had some rims that I had for like a year, and I put them on the rims. I put it on the tires, which you got to clean it real good. Then you got to add it, which is really easy to add. The hard part is cleaning it, really. I added it to the tires, and when I say my tires look wet until the day I sold the wheels, I'm sure whoever got the wheels right now still got to shine. And I had it on my tires for at least 6 months. And when I say it looked like you just pulled it off the showroom floor, it was perfect. I mean, perfect. So, you know, I bought a kit and just wanted to wait till a warm day to add it to these tires. And I'm about to do that. So first I got to wash the car because I'm going to coat it. Then I'm going to do the wheels. I'm going to clean the tires and show you the process. All right. All right, guys, Duracoat and tire dressing. Getting ready to apply it to my rims, or my tires, I'm sorry. I got the car's bag, so I got it raised up all the way. Let me tell you what you get in the bag or box. You get a cleaner, which is probably the most important part. You get a brush to clean it, gloves, the actual Duralast product, and you should get an applicator in there somewhere. I got one hand, so I can't go through it. I'll show it to you later. The most important part is the cleaning and preparation. You have to get all this good oil and road debris off of your tire. Got to get it all off. Got to clean. Got to get it all off. I have a pressure washer to help and a blower to dry it. That's just me. You can let it naturally dry. The first time I did it, I let it naturally dry. Was not a problem. So we're going to start the cleaning process and we're going to go from there. You can see how dirty that is. Now, make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area because this got some fumes to it. You don't want them problems inside a closed garage, you know, in the wintertime dying. Just make sure you got a window open. I'm outside, so I'm good. As you're cleaning, don't sit this brush on your car. Don't let it get all close in your paint. I don't know who's in this cleaner, but it's strong. So just keep rubbing. You're going to see the dirt build up like crazy. Just look at that dirt down there. You see it? Now, I'm gonna do a second coat like this, and I'm gonna go on to the next wheel before I do all four like that, and then move the car and do it one more time. You don't gotta do it with a pressure washer, but it helps. Listen, if your tires are new, and I don't mean new as in I got them last week and I've been driving around with them, but if you have tires that just came in the mail that you have not put on the car, in most cases, you can just clean them lightly and put it on. A lot of times, tire manufacturers send tires with a little chemical on them to kind of keep them moist and pretty looking. You know, by the time they get to you, you can just do a light coat. It won't be as much cleaning. But if you got tires you've been riding for more than a day, you're gonna have to thoroughly clean them. Trust me, if you do this hard work the first time, you will not have to put tire shine on your car for the whole summer. Trust me. And it looks really good. So take the time and just do the work. I'm not gonna lie, I use me a chair and do it. That way you ain't bend down. I'm old, man. I'm like 40, so I ain't got time to be bending down doing it, but you can cheat and use a chair. All right, I'm about to knock out every other wheel so I can go before it get too dark. All right, move the car back. About to do one more last scrub on each tire. Then we're gonna use the air dryer or the air leaf blower to dry them off. And we're gonna apply the last of the stuff. I'm doing it that way because we're running out of daylight. All right, guys, just remember, I don't have nowhere to be tomorrow, not until like 4. So I'm gonna let these naturally dry in the garage instead of blowing air and dust and all that on them. Potentially getting it caught, you know, in the coating that I'm putting on. So let them naturally dry. Tomorrow morning, I'll get out here and put a few coats on them. Let me tell you one other thing that's real important. and that could be a game changer. If you have a big off-road truck or a tire or big tires, you got big grids in your tires and you got big chunky tires, it comes with an applicator that's like a sponge, and it comes with another little pad if you get the extra large size. I'm gonna tell you how to kind of cheat it. Go and get you a paintbrush. Pour the solution in a cup, dip the paintbrush, and just wipe it on with the paintbrush. That way you can get all up in the grids and stuff like that if you got really big tires. I personally like to have my tire shine on up until the first grid here. That's just me. I just like it. This is tire is well wet. It don't have it on, but I promise you, when I put it on, it's gonna look almost this good, and it's gonna always be there, and it's gonna be dry to the touch. It won't be sticky or nothing. But I'm gonna let them naturally dry, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come right back, which for you it'll probably be a few seconds, but I'm gonna come right back and show how I put it on, and then show you guys final results. But it's a product I've used before. I don't have no affiliation, no affiliate code or nothing. I'll see if I can find it on Amazon, but for the most part, I've used it before and love it. All right, guys, day 2. Let the tire dry real good. Let me talk about something real quick, because it's something you got to know as you do this. You're going to get an applicator, and this applicator is great, but always keep you a towel down. And when you put the chemical on the applicator, because it's a thin white chemical like this, make sure you don't put it on the tire and wipe it like you would normally do. Add it to the applicator, and make sure you add it across the bottom and you go all the way up, because when you get down in them, if you got some gaps between your rim and your tire, you want to make sure you get down in there to add the chemical to every part of the tire so the whole complete tire shine. Then you want to take your towel and you want to wipe your rim, because you don't want it on your rim, because it reduces your rim shine. So keep that in mind, and you'll see as I add into the tire, I'm real cautious to get up in the cracks and crevices. That's why I tell you, if you have a big tire, if you got a brush and you can dip this in and brush it, you'll have better results. So as you can see, it's very thin, so you got to be careful. I like to let mine sit on the applicator for a while. Try to do it without spilling it in most cases. So as you can see, it's very thin. I like to make sure I cover as much of it as I can. I'm gonna put some more on here, but it's very thin. Keep that in mind. At least when you first get started, it sits on top. You see, I spilled some down there, but that's why you gotta have a rag ready. But I'm gonna make sure I cover the edges, most importantly, with the chemical. It's hard to do when I'm, on my phone, so I'll show you once I get started wiping. So as you apply it, it's gonna give you a whitish blue tint. That's how it's supposed to look. That is accurate. So do a coat, wipe off your rim, let it sit. It dries pretty quick. I put multiple coats on just because. All right, guys, so it's been like 10 minutes. Actually, I just went around and did the other ones. It's drying, and you can almost see how it looks. It got a nice look to it. Like, it looks like when you get a brand new car, it looks like Armor All or something. What I'm gonna do is probably add another 2 coats to it, because I like mine a little more shinier. And then I'm going to move the car back so that I can get that, that side of the wheel real good, and do the same thing over and over again. So I'm probably gonna add a total of 4 coats. You don't really need 4, I'm gonna be honest with you. 2 coats should do it. Like I'm gonna probably do, it's gonna be probably a total of 6 coats, because I'm gonna move it and do it again. If you did 2 and then moved it and then did another 1 or 2, you'd be fine. Or 1 is enough. I mean, look at that. It's pretty much dry to the touch right now. If you do 1 good coat and then moved it and did another good coat, man, you can get a bottle that'll last you for probably 4 years. I just like a super shiny look. So I'm gonna add at least another coat and then move the vehicle back. All right, guys, so this is the end result. Look at that shine. Imagine having your tires looking like this all year long. That junk is ridiculous, bro. And I didn't even put on all the coats I said I was gonna put on. I think I put on like another 2 coats. But imagine coming out to your wheels looking like this for months. You don't gotta do nothing to them. Dry to the touch, nothing on your hand, no oily grease or nothing, all dry. All the way up here. Perfect. That's what I call a win.